Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you an update regarding the 2024 Permanent Summer EBT. And remember guys, here we're talking about the amount of $120 that are expected to be coming for the year 2024. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, in order for this to work, the states must pretty much apply for this Permanent Summer EBT. So there are some important deadlines that the states must meet. For right now, there's 20 states approved so far for the 2024 Summer EBT Program. Now, unfortunately, on the other side, there's 2 states that have already declined to participate in the 2024 Summer EBT Program. And of course, I'll be including all that information. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, P-EBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. So first, let's talk about what is 2024 Summer EBT, what is the amount, what does it look like, and also what does it require the states to do, right? So the Permanent Nationwide Summer EBT Electronic Benefit Transfer is a program that is set to begin in the summer of 2024. Where approximately 30.9 million children from households with low incomes will be eligible to receive a grocery benefit of $120. But guys, there is a catch to this. So eligible children can only participate if their state, territory, or Indian tribal organization opts into Summer EBT. So again, I repeat, the state must pretty much choose to participate in this program in order for them to carry out the benefits to eligible children. So Summer EBT will provide families with kids who are eligible for free or reduced price school meals with $40 per child per month. And if you do the math, it's like 3 months, right, in the summer. So it'll be $120 over the summer while school is out. So families, again, who are eligible for these benefits will receive the physical EBT cards. And they're actually very similar to those that, for those of you that receive SNAP, it's going to be very similar to that, where you can pretty much use the cards to purchase food. Now, states that choose to implement Summer EBT are required to serve all children who qualify for the program. Now, if you guys remember when it came to the pandemic EBT, the federal funding would actually cover 100% of the cost of the P-EBT. This time around for the Summer EBT, it's going to be much different. Beginning in 2024, states, territories, and Indian tribal organizations will be required to cover 50% of the Summer EBT administrative expenses from non-federal sources. So again, it seems like the federal government pays 50% of these benefits. Then the states, it's their option as well to pay the other 50%, right? So states that do not implement Summer EBT in 2024 will still be able to do so in 2025 and beyond. So it seems like every year the states are going to have to apply for this. Now, since the program now has permanent authorization, it will continue to be a tool states can use to address child hunger going forward. So here are some important key dates for the 2024 Summer EBT. So January 1st of 2024 is one important date, since this is when the states and territories must submit a notice of intent by January 1st to operate the program in summer of 2024. So again, January 1st would be the state's deadline. Now, actually, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service, they already did a template for the notice of intent that makes it very easy for states to commit on or before January 1st. So all they have to do is submit the notice, obviously fill it out, submit it, and then it's all written out for them. They just have to do their part, right? So submitting a notice of intent is not binding, and there is no penalty for a state that submits but is unable to execute the program. So just something important to keep in mind. February 15th is another important date. This is when states, territories, and ITOs must submit a final plan for operation and management. They're going to call it like POM. Now, after submission of the POM, states can begin drawing down benefit funds. So as always, I want to show you exactly where I'm getting my information from. Here we are on the USDA website as the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and this one is called the Summer EBT Implementation Toolkit. This is actually where they're releasing a lot of information when it comes to the Summer EBT for 2024. They're talking about here Summer EBT reporting submission requirements, the notice of intent, which is the document I mentioned to you guys previously, where the state pretty much has to fill it out and then submit that by January 1st. They also have tons of information here like the implementation charts and timeline. And then they have one down here that is called the Summer EBT Questions and Answers for those of you that may have further questions. Something like this could be very useful. So again, this is exactly where I got my information from, and I'll be sure to leave the link in the part of the video description. So here we have the list of the states and territories that have confirmed their plans to implement the Summer EBT in 2024. So guys, this list is updated as of today, December 21st. Now on this list we have American Samoa, Arizona, California, Cherokee Nation, Chickasaw Nation, Colorado, Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, Delaware, Guam, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts. There's also Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Utah, Virginia, and West Virginia. Now guys, keep in mind also that state agencies must notify the USDA of their intent to participate in the Summer EBT program. And so remember, the deadline is January 1st. Now, unfortunately, on the other side, there's a couple of states that have declined to participate in the Summer EBT program. Keep in mind, this can always change, and the state can choose to pretty much apply for the Summer EBT last minute. But as of right now, these are the two states that have pretty much declined. So as of December 21st, on this list, we do have South Dakota and then also Nebraska. On the USDA website, you can also find the name of the states and even the nations that are choosing to participate in the Summer EBT of 2024. And it says here, even here, like December 19th, 2023 update, the following new states and territories have confirmed their plans to implement Summer EBT in 2024. And there, of course, these are the ones that have been added to the list. So again, this is exactly where I'm getting my information from that I presented to you previously. So here's the news article I found for the state of Nebraska, where the governor pretty much decided that Nebraska won't opt into the new $18 million child nutrition program. So Governor Jim Pillen's administration has decided that Nebraska won't be participating in a new national child nutrition program that could have delivered an estimated $18 million in grocery buying benefits next summer to kids and also their families. Now, the decision comes despite a months-long effort by food banks and other advocates to persuade the governor to opt into the Summer EBT program. States across the nation face a January 1st deadline to let the federal government know if they intend to be part of the Summer Electronic Benefit Transfer Program. Nebraska Appleseed and area food banks were among the groups urging Pillen to opt into the program. Eric Saivano, Appleseed's Food and Nutrition Access Manager, said the nonprofit was deeply disappointed and found the decision difficult to understand. Now, Appleseed estimated that 150,000 Nebraska kids would have benefited next summer if the state had opted into the new program. A group of 15 state senators, upon learning of the decision, sent a letter to the Department of Health and Human Services asking the administration to rethink the situation. But on November 8th, South Dakota became the first state to announce that they will decline to participate in the new Summer EBT program. Here's another news article from KTIV, which is also a news channel, where they're stating that South Dakota unfortunately also declined to apply for the Summer EBT program for kids. And guys, so unfortunately right now we do have two states that haven't expressed interest in applying for this. I do hope they change their minds, however, but of course it's always going to be the state's decision on to, whether they choose to apply or not. But remember, all states have the same deadline, which would be January 1st. Moving on to some additional details for those states that have already confirmed that they will participate in the new Summer EBT program. New Mexico is actually one of those states that recently confirmed their participation in this. So the state of New Mexico confirmed on Tuesday its plan to implement a new Summer EBT program for 2024. The permanent program, led by the USDA Food and Nutrition Service, is aimed at keeping children fed. It works just the way the SNAP program does. Benefits go on an electronic benefit card, so it's pretty much like a debit card, and it'll provide $40 per child per month once they're out of school. Now, this was something that was said by Carmela Martinez, who is the director of the Income Support Division at the New Mexico Human Services Department. The New Mexico Human Services Department is working with its federal, state, and education partners to make sure that those who need help will have access to the program. We will be submitting much more details and information about how to apply for the program and who is eligible in the next coming months. Another state that has also confirmed their participation for the Summer EBT program in 2024, of course, is the state of California. California anti-hunger advocates and state legislators were able to successfully advocate to ensure that funding, including for a statewide application to be operational for the summer of 2024, was set aside for Summer EBT through their state's annual appropriations process. Now, they estimated the amount needed for the 50% match by reviewing the administrative funding asked for the Pandemic EBT program. The state of California calculated approximately $94 million for Pandemic EBT implementation and therefore included $47 million in its budget to cover the 50% match for the Summer EBT for the summer of 2024. I'm happy to see that Montana also decided to opt in for the Summer EBT program for this coming year, given that last year for the 2023 Summer P-EBT, they pretty much chose to not participate in that. So after not accepting similar funds to feed hungry kids last summer, the state of Montana has changed its course, and about 170,000 kids will have a better chance at full stomachs this upcoming summer in the Treasure State. Montana is opting to participate in the federal Summer Electronic Benefit Transfer Program beginning in 2024 after state Democrats decried the state's decision to not accept similar funds this past summer. So the Summer EBT program provides funds accepted at grocery stores to low-income families with school-age children when schools are closed for the summer. Beginning in summer of 2024, families will receive $40 per eligible child during the summer months of June, July, and August. Again, this will total $120. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.